Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, bringing you Week 1 of APA Season 3 Civil War. Chicago Charizards taking on Coach Jed Swaley and the Monterrey, that's it, Monterrey Suicunes. Sorry for butchering that. That was Monterrey. It's Monterrey Suicunes. Why am I not showing you the doc? It wouldn't be a typical Weather Gamer recording, wouldn't be a typical recording of for myself if I didn't say that I'd already played the match before recording the team builder. So, hey, you know, what can I say? It is what it is. So, obviously I can't show the doc because it'll give away spoilers as to the match. But, just a rundown of the team we're running with here again. We've got it's Ubers again, by the way. So we've got that Mega Salamence, Ferrothorn, Florges, Zeraora, Crocodile, Nihilego, Heracross, Slowking, Espeon, Dusknoir, Magmortar, and Magneton. Jed has a very, very scary team. In Groudon, Mew, Superior, Noivern, Volcanion, Audino, Don't Fuckle with a Shuckle, Electros, Registeel, Mega Gardevoir, Pangoro, and then Wartortle. Why do I say Jed's got a very scary team? What's my Groudon switch? Like, I don't have a mixed Groudon with Solar Beam, Fire Blast, Precipital Blades, and Rock Move. Just absolutely blows my team back. I don't have a chance at beating it. If he brings Scarfed Groudon, I'm in so much trouble. Groudon is one of those Ubers that just hits super, super, super hard. So, we're gonna have to play around it. Like, if he leads Scarfed Groudon, I'm already behind the 8-ball. So, we are bringing Ferrothorn. Yes, Groudon Sets the Sun just obliterates Ferrothorn. You are 100% right, people. It really does. But I need chip damage. One way or another, I need chip damage. Versus this thing. Like, somehow I've got to pick up some chip. So, we are running with Leech Seed, Spikes, Power Whip, and Gyro Ball. The goal is to get up some early game spikes, if possible. To really chip that Groudon, give me a chance to beat it with something by chipping it. The other thing with Power Whip being there is if Groudon is his direct switch into Ferrothorn, then I Power Whip every time the Groudon comes in, and I pray to RNGesus that I don't get haxed, and the Power Whip hits, and it should, with chip, take out, I don't think, oh, I do have the hacks. Yeah, I have to pray that I don't get haxed, so, I don't think Shuckle's there. No, Shuckle's not on this one yet. And yeah, that's about it. Like, I have to. Leech Seeds for recovery, as is the leftovers. If he wants to smack me with a physical hitter, such as Registeel, Pangoro, Electros trying to U-turn, Mew trying to U-turn, I am Iron Barbs to deal at 12%. Lefty and Leech Seed recovery. And then Gyro Ball is in case he brings Mega Gardevoir to counteract my Salamence, as well as just put in a lot of damage on me, because Ferrothorn is probably my best Mega Gardevoir check. I am running Gyro Ball, which leads me to the spread set here. So we are max HP, almost max Spadef. That way we can take a hit from the Mega Gardevoir. Say it's carrying HP Fire or something. Or Hyper Voice or whatever. It makes us bulky, and that 28 attack is all I need for an attack investment to OHKO the Mega Gardevoir with Gyro Ball. So I'm bulky enough to live. I can OHKO the Mega Gardevoir, because my biggest fear is Groudon gets chipped and weakened, and then he just brings in Mega Gardevoir, wishes, goes right back into Groudon, and all the work, all the mons I may have sacrificed to get Groudon down were for nothing. So definitely want to OHKO that Gardevoir right off the bat. The first answer to Groudon is an AV Intimidate Crocodile with max defense, max attack. I am adamant that way I can Pursuit Trap the Mew and kill it. As well as two-shot the Registeel. Volcanion won't take an EQ. Fire Fang is there for Superior trying to come in on this thing. And that is why I'm carrying the AV, is if he's not spexed Superior, I can live a non-boosted Leaf Storm by the skin of my teeth, and then hopefully Fire Fang it back, and at least chip it. This thing can take a couple hits from Groudon, barring Groudon carrying something like Solar Beam, or Overheat in the sun. I'd be absolutely destroyed by that. And if I have to, I will Intimidate cycle, because this season with APA, you don't have to Mega first turn. So Mence and Crook, I can just cycle back and forth between to intimidate down the Crocodile, or intimidate down the Groudon. Yeah, hopefully this Crook can do some work. It was at one point a Rocker Crook, but I felt like AV was better because it let me just possibly live the Superior hit and come back at it. It also would help me against Gardevoir, that sort of thing. So that's why I'm maxed here. Up next we have mono attacking Mega Salamence with Dragon Dance, Double Edge, Roost, and Sub. Yes, I know Mega Gardevoir gets through Sub with Hyper Voice, but if I can get a Sub up on the Mega Gardevoir switching in, then I can't really beat it without Chip, which is why I need the spikes. If I D-Dance, actually I wouldn't need to Sub in front of Sub on the Gardevoir switch. I D-Dance on the Gardevoir switch, then I Double Edge, it OHKOs the Gardevoir. I can Roost off the damage. I can Roost off my Sub damage. Things like Shuckle. I could very easily get this up in front of Shuckle, Sub, and then D-Dance behind the Sub, and then start going to town on anything that tries to check in on me. Audino's another one I could set up on. Registeel is another one that I could set up on, assuming that it's the standard, like, Toxic Rocks, Seismic Toss T-Wave, or something like that. Toxic Rocks, Seismic Toss, Iron Head, I don't know. Knockoff, I don't know. You know, Registeel I can set up on. Shuckle I can set up on. I just need to get a couple D-Dances. If he Scarfed Groudon, like I'm afraid, and he Scarfs himself into Precipital Blades or something that Mega Mence can just eat, then Mega Salamence really just goes to town by if I can get a couple D-Dances up or something, Roost him off the damage, and then just run. Just Double Edge everything to death. Because Mega Salamence is a monster, I've learned. Just in test matches, this thing's a monster. How I ever let it be allowed in WWC Season 1, I'll never know. But we are running 200 speed. That puts me faster than his entire team at base. And then, barring Scarfers, at +1, I'm faster than Superior. Still, because Superior is scary fast. I believe Noivern outpaces me regardless of what I do, so I think I sped Corrupt just underneath the Noivern. Between Noivern and whatever the next fastest thing on his roster is where I put my speed at. And then the rest, just to give myself the tiniest bit of bulk that I could. Obviously, this allows me to check for a Scarfer, and then it also, that little bit of bulk may be the difference between taking a hit and dying. Bringing Zeraora. Again, why am I bringing Zeraora versus Groudon? Because I have no answers. I have to. Life Orb Grass Knot with max special attack, modest nature is enough to beat Groudon with a tiny bit of chip. A tiny bit of chip, it's a guarantee. Without the chip, it's a roll. But I could take down Groudon with Zeraora that way. Volt Switch is obviously so I can pivot around. T-Bolt is for the Volcanion. And Focus Blast is there to hit Registeel and Pangoro and Audino. Shuckle, potentially, but it was more so I had a special fighting type move because Registeel is stupid bulk. Like, I think it's Groudon, Serp, Registeel, Mega Gardevoir, Shuckle, and then either Noivern or Mew. One or the other is coming, so... But yeah, like I said, modest. That 232 speed, putting me at 380, that is 1 speed point faster than Noivern at base. So similar to Mega Salamence, I can check this way to see if that Noivern is Scarfed. If it comes, I can also see if anything on his team is Scarfed because it will be faster than Zeraora. So yeah, that's why the speed's there, and then of course the rest I always dump into HP, because that's what I always do when I have extras. I start dumping it into a little bit of bulk. Up next we have Magmortar. Magmortar is going to be the surprise mon on this team, I have a feeling. It's going to be a mon nobody's expecting to do well. Everyone's going to be prepped for Mega Ments, and Magmortar is going to come in and get some cleanup behind it. So, Electrium Z with Flame Body. Yes, I'm running Flame Body because I have no reason to fear other than Hypnosis off Mega Gardevoir. I have no reason to fear being put to sleep. So, Flame Body, if I could get a burn on, say, Registeel making contact, Pangoro making contact, if he's Physical Superior making contact, if he's Physical Groudon instead of Mixed or Special, hit the Mew on potentially a knockoff or a Volt Switch. Like, if I could just pick up a burn, that's chip. It's chip on something. Electrium Z, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, Solar Beam, and Flame Charge running max special attack, basically max speed, tiny bit of bulk. This amount of speed at +1, 264 times 1.5. You're adding 132 onto that, so that makes it 396. Outspeeds everything on his team, minus a Scarfer. Why am I that fast when Noivern only hits 379? Mainly because if I bump down to get to 379, my HP stat goes to being even, which I don't want to run because of rocks issues, so I just kept the extra speed. Why am I modest? Because a modest Solar Beam will OHKO a Groudon with Chip, and a modest Fire Blast will OHKO a Groudon in Sun without Chip. Electrium Z T-Bolt is strictly there for the Volcanion. That is the only reason I'm carrying the Electric Z Thunderbolt, because Volcanion very easily comes in on this thing. Unless he forgets that I'm carrying T-Bolt potentially. And it would just help me break it. The goal is to take out Groudon this way with Magmortar. That would be the ultimate way to take down Groudon. It's the last ditch, last resort, is to take out Groudon with Magmortar. If Crook, Mence, and Zeraora all fail me, Magmortar is the last line of defense from a Groudon sweep. The goal being to have Groudon be forced to come in on me, not me having to come in on the Groudon because I don't have a hit from the Groudon. If I Flame Charge on the Groudon, it chips it, and then the Fire Blast OHKOs, the Solar Beam OHKOs. The Solar Beam is a guaranteed hit because of the fact that Groudon is a guaranteed first turn hit because the Groudon sets the Sun. Flame Charge gives me +1 speed, so I outspeed the Groudon. Unless he's like max speed invested Scarf Groudon to try and get faster than Zeraora. Flame Charge also helps me basically get, like I said, faster than his entire team barring a Scarfer, and I can just start dropping Fire Blasts and T-Bolts on everything. Surf won't take a Fire Blast. Mew's not going to appreciate multiple Fire Blasts or T-Bolts. Volcanion doesn't take the Electrium's T-Bolt. Electros won't take multiple hits unless it's AV'd. Shuckle's not going to take multiple hits unless it's AV'd, or which it wouldn't be because it can't carry webs or rocks. Yes, I know Shuckle is 230 defense and Spadef. Registeel won't take a Fire Blast, if not 2, unless it's AV'd. Gardevoir will take a lot of damage from this thing. Pangoro takes a lot of damage from this thing, and Wartortle gets killed by T-Bolt. So, but yeah, Magmortar, the goal is to Flame Charge and then run until I can't run anymore with it. Or for it to be like a late game cleaner if Mence can break early, something like that. Heracross, we are running a Flame Orb Guts Heracross with Mega Horn, Close Combat, Substitute, and Swords Dance. This thing is strictly here because I'm scared of Registeel just setting up and being too bulky in front of me. That's really the only reason it's here. It does not serve much more purpose or use to me besides that. Flame Orb Guts obviously gives me a massive attack boost. I am running 140 plus speed. That's 265. That's faster than Mega Gardevoir. Faster than a defensive Mega Gardevoir. Like, fully invested Mega Gardevoir I can't beat on speed, but this should be enough to top a typical Gardevoir. The 120 attack, I don't need full attack investment because of Flame Orb Guts, and once I get a SD up, I basically rip through his entire team. At that point, especially if I can get the sub up. If I can get behind the sub with +2 from a Swords Dance, I can just blow back this team extremely hard. I'll beat Groudon, I can beat Mew, I can beat Surf, barring a Mega Horn miss. Infiltrator Noivern as well. Mega Gardevoir, also an issue, but between Mega Horn, CC, and the Flame Orb Swords Dance, I can just go to town. So, but that's going to be it, guys, for the team builder for week 1. Hopefully we can pick up a win, start off the season just like we did last season, pick up a win, and keep the momentum running. This Groudon scares me. We'll see. Please check out the links in the description down below. Twitter, Griffin Feathers, or Luca now, the amazing artist that does all my work for me, did this layout, did the Chicago Charizard X's, Chicago Charizards, because I'm not the Charizard X's, I'm just the Charizards. X is the logo. The Chicago Charizards logo. Go check him out. He's a great dude. Awesome friend. If you want to hang out with him, come join the Weather Gamer Discord. It's a fun place to hang out and all that. WWC starting up in there in would have been 2 weeks or 3 weeks as of 2 days ago. Like, we're down to the last 18 days before that starts up again. Twitch, I will be Twitch streaming. I have to get my internet figured out, but I will be Twitch streaming more, so you can check that out. And Jed does have a YouTube channel. I'll link that down below as well. I don't believe he's uploading for APA this season, but you can definitely go check him out and all that. So with all that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys next time.